Hello Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aries, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. How does Aries currently view this relationship? All right, Aries, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship. For some of you, by the way, you could be dealing with a Pisces, possibly an Aquarius, maybe even a Gemini. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, this to me, Aries, feels like an energy of you finally accepting something. What? I don't know, but I do want to essentially look a little bit more into it. But whatever it is that you're finally embracing as well as accepting, it's kind of setting you free at the same exact time. So let's look a little bit more into this Ace of Swords energy. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords to the Moon to the Ten of Swords. Okay. So it kind of looks like what you're finally embracing and accepting is that something in your life needs to come to an end. It needs to come to an end, and you need to be the one to bring it to an end. It's interesting that you need to be the one to bring it to an end, because if this does involve like somebody else, I don't necessarily feel like they are going to be the one to essentially bring this vicious cycle to an end. Like, you would have to be the one to bring this vicious cycle to an end. But I do see you embracing and accepting the fact that this dynamic is not good for you, this person's not good for you, and that it's just simply not going to work out. These are things that I see you embracing. These are things that I see you basically accepting, and it's setting you free in the process is basically what I'm getting. It's setting you free from all the pain, all the heartache, all the confusion, the manipulation, them going as far as to gaslight you, things of that nature. The fact that you're finally embracing and accepting this truth, it's something that's setting you free in the process of it all. It's setting you free of all this negativity and, toxicity and, things of that nature. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Now let's look at this person, or I guess whoever decides to show up to the right of me. How does this person currently view this relationship? All right, so we have the Knight of Swords, we have the King of Wands, and then we also have the Queen of Cups. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw the King of Wands to the Knight of Swords is I'm just gonna go talk to Aries. I'm just gonna go talk to them. It doesn't hurt to talk to them. I'm just gonna go talk to them. I'm just gonna go talk to them. Okay. This person's under the impression that you're still in love with them. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just telling you that that's the impression that they're under, that you're still in love with them. You still want this. Okay. Tell me more about the King of Wands to the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands. We also have the Moon with the Six of Swords to the Page of Swords out here. They want to move past something. They want to move past something. And it could have been something that recently happened, I guess, between you and them. But they want to move past something. They want to talk about whatever happened, I guess, between the two of you. But I keep getting that they want to move past something. Like, they don't want this dynamic to come to an end because of whatever happened, I guess, between the two of you. And that's something that they want to express to you. Okay. How does Aries currently feel? Let's see what's going on with you, Aries. Okay. So it looks like your mind is essentially made up with that Judgment card energy coming out here. You're very determined to see this ending through. This to me feels like the epitome of you sticking to your guns here. Is basically what I'm getting. Okay. So at this point, it kind of looks like it doesn't really matter, I guess, what this person says or what this person wants, because it goes against what you want. Okay, fair enough. Let's jump back over to this person. How does this person currently feel? Okay. We have the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, we also have the Hermit, and then we have, okay, so just based off of like your response and your reaction towards them, clearly trying to fix or repair things here with you and move past whatever the heck happened here between the two of you, it's causing this person to fall into this energy of like, damn, like, I guess they are really freaking done with me. You know, it has that type of feel to it, but there's that energy of denial. Like, no, but there's no way. Like, they're in love with me. Like, there's just, like, there's just no way that Aries is done. They love me. Like, I know that they love me. Like, I could just feel that they love me. You could love a person and leave a person at the same exact time. That is very, very possible. I just don't think that they think it's possible. It's like they're basically projecting what they're incapable of doing onto you. So for example, because this person is incapable, I guess, of walking away from you because they love you, because they're in love with you, therefore you must be incapable of those things as well, as far as walking away from somebody that you truly love and care about. But I feel like you're very, very capable. I feel like you're very capable of walking away from someone that you truly do love because you've done it before in the name of, I need to do what's best for me. So this is no like, you know, this is not like, you know, your first rodeo, I guess. Like you've walked away from at least someone in your past that you really, really did love, that you didn't actually want to walk away from, but you found the strength and the courage within yourself to do so. And it was in the name of, I need to do what's best for me. So I guess I say all of that to say this. You can be in love with a person. You're just that type of individual that you could be in love with a person, but you're forever going to find yourself loving yourself far more than the person that you're actually in love with, if that makes any sense. This is kind of why you're capable of walking away from someone that you're in love with, because when you have more love for yourself than you do the person you're in love with, it makes it easy to get up and basically, you know, walk away. It makes it easy for you to get up and, you know, walk away and say, I'm doing this in the name of, I got to do what's best for me because I love me and I know what I deserve and what I don't deserve. This is that type of person that loves a person way more than they love themselves. You don't got that problem. That's what I'm trying to communicate here, is that you don't have that problem. And some people are like that, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but you're just not one of those people. Like, you're just not. And to be honest, I don't think that that's a bad thing, that you are the way that you are. I'm not trying to make it seem that way if it's coming off that way. But yeah, I don't think that that's bad whatsoever. I just, you all are different. Like, I feel like this person loves you more than they love themselves. I think this person has a history of loving the person that they're with far more than they love themselves. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess you guys are like different in that, you know, department, I guess. Okay. What actions will Aries take towards this person? We're moving forward. We have the eight of, okay, so this is them overpowering the reading here. Look at it as like them not taking no for an answer, okay? So we have the Eight of Wands to the Three of Cups to the Six of Cups. This to me kind of feels like an energy of them like kind of taking like a trip down like memory lane. And all the things that the two of you have, like, you know, overcame, and how, like, you know, you shouldn't allow this moment, you know, to prompt you to get up and walk away from them. I mean, the list goes on and on, honey. Okay. But see, you know, this is my thing, right? This is my thing, though, is that even though I see this person taking like this trip down memory lane and like reminding you of how far the two of you have, you know, came, and the amount of things you guys have overcome, and how you shouldn't give up, and yada, yada, yada. It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it's easy for them to say that because they're not being affected by this dynamic the way that you are. It's easy. It's easy for them to say that. It's easy. Oh, yeah. Very easy. Very easy for them to say that because they're not being affected by this dynamic the way that you are. I mean, you showed up harnessing Queen of Swords energy, and that energy was attached to the moon and the Ten of Swords. That's like, Jesus. That's shit. That's like, oh my God, that's like depression right there. So you've been depressed being with this person. You haven't been yourself since you got with this person. This relationship has been draining you mentally, spiritually, emotionally. It's been messing with your head. It's been confusing you. It's been playing with your heart and your emotion. I mean, the list goes on and on, you know? It goes on and on. What actions will this person take? Okay. All right, so we have the King of Swords. We got the Ten of Swords. And then we also have the Three of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the World. We also have the Eight of Swords. We also have the Tower. Then we have the Strength card to the Four of Swords. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. Okay. In regards to how this person plans on moving forward, they understand that you just don't want to make this work anymore. They understand that you're, well, let me take the word understand back. They hear you, okay, Aries? They hear you. You're done with them. You don't want anything to do with them. You never want to see their face ever again in your life, okay? You want this person to leave you alone for the rest of your life, honey. We hear you, and they hear you too. I just don't think that this person understands, like, that you're done with them is basically what I'm getting. Like, they hear you, they hear what you're saying, they hear you. But yeah, no, they don't understand. They don't understand. They just don't get it. They just don't understand. It's like, I don't know, like your person, I'm gonna tell you right now, you know, because they're harnessing the energy of, nah, like, this ain't coming to an end. Psh, this is not coming to an end. This is not coming to an end. This is not coming to an end. This is not happening. We are not getting divorced. We are not breaking up. We are not going our separate ways. We are not doing this. We are not doing this. They can't be without you. They can't be without you. They can't be without you. Nope. They can't be without you. Nor do they want to be without you. They just can't. They just, for the love of God, they just can't. You know, it's fascinating, right? Because we do have the World out here. And the World, it speaks of major life lessons, right? There's a valuable lesson that this person is supposed to be taking from this experience that they're going through at this very moment with you. Okay? Is basically what I'm getting. It's very important to you that you back off and stay away, because I feel like the universe is trying to teach this person a valuable lesson. And if you come in and intervene, you know, like the lesson that the universe is trying to teach them, they're never going to learn it. So this is one of those things where it's like, you really do need to kind of like back off. Don't go back and forth with this person. Like, don't do all that stuff. You know what I mean? Even though I can tell that they want to go back and forth with you, do not go back and forth with them. Like, allow the universe to teach this person the lesson that they essentially need to learn. And the lesson is quite fucking simple. It's quite fucking simple. Okay? Which I feel like the universe has been trying to get this person to learn this lesson for quite some time now. Learn to value and appreciate a good thing before you lose it. Don't start to value and appreciate a good thing when you no longer have it. Learn to value and appreciate a good thing when you got it. Not when you lose it, but when you got it. You see what I mean? Because this is that type of person that they learn to value and appreciate a good thing when they no longer have access to it. When they no longer have access to it, then that's when they're just like, oh, like, I messed up and I should have treated them better and I shouldn't have spoken to them like this and I shouldn't have done them like that. Like, this is how they are. You know what I mean? When they no longer have access to that person anymore. Because they don't know how to value and appreciate a good thing when they got it. They only know how to value and appreciate a good thing when they no longer have access to it. And this is like the lesson that the universe is trying to essentially teach them. Listen, if you want to get back with this person, by all means, have at it. But I need you to pay very close attention to the signs as well as your intuition. You know when it's time, right, to come in and work things out with this person. If in the event that's something that you want to do, you'll just feel it and you'll just know it. It's like, one of your guys will tap you on the shoulder and be like, all right, Aries, you can go now and try to work things out with this person. I'm done with them now. Like, but you cannot intervene. Like, I'm not joking with you. Like, you cannot intervene. It's like the universe wants this person to wake up, okay, and realize they're about to fucking lose a really, really good thing for good. This is not a temporary thing that we're seeing here. Like, they're about to lose a really, really good thing for good. And I feel like the universe is trying to kind of teach them, you're either going to learn this lesson now or you're going to learn it later. But at some point, you're going to learn it. You know what I mean? And I think that reality is sinking in. I think reality is sinking in on this person's behalf. I think this person's kind of basically realizing where they essentially went wrong and how they shouldn't have did you the way they did you or treated you the way that they treated you. But if you come in, you know what I mean, and intervene while the universe is trying to teach this person a lesson, the likelihood of them, treating you the way that they treated you back then is going to happen again. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you'll know when it's time. If you want to work things out with this person, fine. It is what it is. Your life, right? But you'll know when it's time to gravitate towards them and have that conversation with them. But in the meantime, you need to kind of like back off. And one way that you could do it, which I am definitely getting from spirit, is telling this person, listen, I understand that you want to work things out and, things like that. But like, right now, I really need you to give me my space. Because there's some things that I need to figure out really quickly. So just, please can you please stop calling me? Can you please stop texting me? Can you just please, give me my space? Like, or lie to them. Fuck it. Lie to them and tell them, listen, I got a lot of things going on right now. I can't really talk, but like when I do get the chance, like I'll definitely call you. You know what I mean? I just have a lot going on right now. Leave them in suspense is basically what spirit wants you to do. Leave this person in suspense, because during that time where you're not talking to them, the universe is teaching them the only freaking valuable lesson. And don't intervene. Like I said, you're a spiritually based person. You're gonna know when it's time to break your silence. You just gotta give them the silent treatment while the universe is teaching them the lesson that the universe needs to essentially teach them. And that's just that. And that's just that. So when they do gravitate towards you, because they will, that's kind of besides the point here, lie and say, listen, I got a lot of things going on right now. Like, I know you want to talk and stuff like that, but it's just right now, I just got a lot of family stuff going on. Like, I'll call you when I get a chance, make it seem like you need to hurry up and get off this freaking phone because you cannot talk to them, and leave them in suspense. Leave them in suspense for days or weeks, however long it takes. You do not move in this person's direction until one of your guides tap you on the shoulder and say, all right, you can go talk to them now. That's the only time you move in their direction. You don't move before, spirit tells you to. You move when spirit basically tells you to. Now, it gets tricky because if this person lives with you, like if y'all live together, you know what I mean? Like, lie. Listen, I have a lot of things going on right now that I'm like really trying to figure out with some family stuff. Like, I know you want to talk or whatever, but it's just, I can't do this right now because I got to figure this out. This is happening. That's happening. Like, we'll talk about this later. I just can't do this right now. Like, sound like you are just so freaking overwhelmed and stressed out that you just need all the time in the world. And leave them in suspense. Leave them in suspense. Leave them in suspense. Just leave them. Leave them, child. Leave them in suspense. You know what I mean? Let the universe do its thing, with this person. Let the universe do its thing with this person. You'll know. You'll know when to gravitate towards them. It kind of looks like what's more than likely going to happen is that there's going to be a lack of communication between the two of you if there isn't already. And during this lack of communication, it's going to give this person nothing but time to think. And it's going to give nothing, but time for the divine to come in and basically intervene on their end. Now, the valuable lesson that, spirit has been trying to get this person to learn is finally going to be learned. And once they do learn this valuable lesson, because they will essentially come correct and they will gravitate towards you. But until then, you know what I mean? If it does play out the other way around where, you have to make something up and tell this person, listen, I just, I can't talk right now because I got X, Y, and Z going on or whatever the case may be. Once this person has that time to themselves to basically think, and the universe is able to come in and intervene and, have this person learn the lessons that they essentially need to learn, they'll come correct. they'll come correct. Just don't intervene while the universe is trying to teach this person a lesson. That's all that, you know, Spirit wants you to know. So however it plays out, okay? You'll know when it's time to actually sit down and have a conversation, you know, with this person. When this person does gravitate towards you and something's telling you, right now is not the right time, you need to trust that and send them right back to where they, oh, look, I just got a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? And if this person does come towards you and you can sense and feel like this is a time for the two of you to talk, it's because they already learned their valuable lesson. Until then, you do not move into this person's direction until Spirit tells you to. You do not, you know, sit there and have a full-blown conversation unless Spirit is telling you, all right, now's the time to have a conversation, you know, with them. All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.